Have you heard of quantum jumping? Well, maybe you've seen an episode of Family Guy where the little guy Stewie gets on his little telepad where he goes into a whole different multi-universe situation.
You ever heard of the multiverse theory, Brian?
Well, of course I have, but I'm wondering if you have.
Oh my God, so transparent. Well, the theory states that there are an infinite number of universes coexisting with ours on parallel dimensional planes.
Dimensional planes, right.
Now, in each of these alternate universes, the reality is different than our own. Sometimes only slightly, sometimes quite radically. The point is, every possible eventuality exists.
Well, quantum jumping, sort of like that.
Make today amazing.
It is said that every possible outcome already exists. And so what we need to do is get to the place where we want to be. Since it already exists, we have to bring that time dimension right now. So saying that, currently there's already a time and a place where you're rich. There's a time and a place where you're in the career that you want to be. But there's also a time and a place where you might be poor, homeless. So if there's so many different realities, we need to choose which one we want to experience for us. This exercise is just like the water exercise that I did a year ago. If you have seen and tried it, I'm hoping you got great results. If you go back to that video, well, there are so many people that replied with great results to that one. And this one is a similar exercise, little more simpler. And so what I'm gonna do is show you this 2-cup method, but also combining it with the water manifestation exercise. So we're doing it a little different than you may have saw. It uses the tools of the water manifestation where you're using your energy, glass, and also your words to manifest what you are trying to get to. So with this exercise, we're just gonna simulate quantum jumping with the water manifestation. Quantum jumping is just another way of saying manifesting. They're pretty much both the same. So what we're gonna do is take these 2 cups and simulate quantum jumping by putting your old life and pouring it into the new one you want using water. But for mine, you may have seen some videos with the 2-cup manifestation, and one thing that I do notice is that they use either both glass or both plastic. If you go back to my water manifestation, you'll notice when I say glass is important because it vibrates. It has that vibrating tone to where it's going to vibrate whatever is in it. So the place that we're wanting to jump to should be poured into the glass cup. Whereas our current reality should be in a plastic cup. And I found this plastic, I think I got these from Walmart. They were only like 96 cents for 2 of them. And it's clear, but it's plastic. And as you can see, the difference, this does not vibrate as the glass does. So, here we go. And again, I'm using blue paper. I like to use color, but listen, it is not important if you do not have color paper and you're just doing it on plain white paper or paper that has lines. It doesn't matter. But if you can, I try to get sticky notes for this exercise. And if you want, get in blue. Of course, I always like to write in blue or purple. So I'm gonna write in blue pen on blue paper for this one. The first thing we're gonna do is pour some water in our plastic clear cup. It does not matter what kind of water you use. And just as before, and I didn't answer this in the other one, but only pour enough water that you want to drink. So if you're not a big water drinker and you just want to drink a little bit water at a time, then just pour that much. So don't pour a whole cup if you don't want to drink the whole cup, because your cup is what's going to be energized with this water. So you want to make sure you drink all that you pour in. So I'm going to just do a half a cup right there. And then let's say we want to use an example like our savings account. So if we wanted to, let's say we had $2,524. So $2,524 in savings. So that's exactly what we're going to write on our piece of paper. Da-da-da. This is what we currently have in our account. This would go on the plastic cup. And then let's say you want to have at least $50,000 in your savings. So we're gonna write $50,000 in savings. And then this would go on our glass cup. And you can do this with anything. Again, try not to use money, because money is always a different thing, because you always want this money for a certain reason. So that was just kind of an example. I'm not going to do mine with the money. Another example I want to show is maybe you want to do more than one thing. On the water manifestation, I encouraged you to only focus on one thing, because you want all that energy to go to that one thing. It's really not that much different for this exercise, but if you want to do multiple things, then go ahead and do it. So maybe you are, let's say you're working in fast food, and maybe you drive a Toyota, and let's say you're single, and maybe you also live in a 2-bedroom apartment. So you're gonna make a list of all those things on here that you currently are living. And then on the second piece of paper, you want to write the complete opposite of this, or exactly what you want, but write it in the same order. So instead of working at a fast food place, maybe you want to own your own business. Actually, sorry, you wouldn't put your, you would put my if this was something you were actually doing. So own my business, my own business. Instead of driving a Toyota, maybe you want to drive a, let's say a Lexus. Instead of being single, maybe you want to be married to your perfect partner. And instead of living in a 2-bedroom apartment, maybe you want to live in a 5-bedroom, 2-story single family home. So again, your plastic, this would go on your plastic, your current one, and this, what you want your life to change to, will go onto your glass. And again, I am not going to put these on because this is not anything that I am trying to actually do or is my current reality. So those are just examples. Right now I've done a lot of commercial work, and I want to do more television or movie work. So for my current, I'm going to put casting in local commercials. Right now, that is my reality as my actress thing, and I'm going to stick that right on the plastic. So we don't want to vibrate that. I don't want to vibrate that no more. I want to change this. What I want to change it to is booking movie and television shows. And this will go on the empty glass. So I want to take, going from being just booked in commercials to booking movie and television shows. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, and it's going to simulate where I'm currently at and jump into booking my movies. And before I drink it, I'm going to do my hand rub, because I do this all the time. I love to do my energy. I don't like to do it without my energy. So I'm going to keep rubbing my hands for a good 10 seconds. Build that energy up. Kind of pulse your hands together until you feel it. You usually can feel the energy pushing against you. I'm going to hold it over the words and over the glass. And I do this until I feel really good about it. I'm picturing myself getting booked into these movies and films. I'm picturing myself getting booked into movies and television series. And just wait until you feel great about it. And then you're just gonna take it and drink it. And like I said, you want to drink all of it. And that's it. Just a reminder that the glass is not important. Also, because see, what I would like to do is find a blue glass, and then I could use white paper or still the blue paper because of the energy of the color blue. But it doesn't matter the kind of glass you have. Just make sure the glass doesn't have words on it, because you don't want to try to manifest whatever words there are in there. Or maybe you do. If it says something good, maybe you do. But it doesn't matter the color paper. It doesn't matter the color pen. The important part is the exercise that you're doing, the energy that you're putting out, the visualization you're doing as you're doing this exercise. And again, this is just another tool to help with our manifestations. If you have any questions, ask in the comments. If you have any results, because I love the results, put those in the comments. We love seeing the results. I know everybody that's watching also likes going in the comments and reading other people's results on that. So share, come back and share what results you have, even if it's just feeling good, if you're starting to see stuff come. Pay attention, you guys, because it's just not always going to come at once. Sometimes you'll get little signs and little things, and you got to jump at those opportunities to make the stuff happen. So thank you guys for joining me in this updated water manifestation. I hope you go ahead and do this today, and I hope you see all your dreams come true. Don't forget to subscribe, because I'm always doing different things. Usually I do post on Wednesdays and Sundays, and then I do the occasional Friday and Saturday. So subscribe so you don't miss out on my newest videos. And thank you guys again for coming back and watching.